A violence that broke out in Meghalaya's capital on August 19 that triggered interstate tensions. Vehicles torched, statues vandalized. Two northeastern states at loggerheads following the violence. Vehicular movement restricted by taxi operators. Central forces including CRPF and RAF deployed to maintain law and order. Investigations widen as the two state governments attempt to de-escalate. A high court that expressed dissatisfaction over the pace of the probe. It's a big problem for both the BJP's Northeast commander Himanta Sarma and NPP's Conrad Sangma, a vocal promoter of Pradyot's call for one Northeast. For Himanta though, this comes even as gunfiring and violence has sparked tensions along the Assam-Arunachal border as well. What is happening in India's Northeast? On August 19, Khasi Students Union had organized a bike rally. The KSU sought permission from the East Khasi Hills District Administration. The Black Flag Rally was organized following the deadline of 15 days that it set for the Conrad Sangma government regarding its 5-point agenda, which includes reforms to Meghalaya Public Service Commission recruitment process in favor of local residents, protection of indigenous population, stricter regulation of migrant workers and environmental concerns among others. However, soon the flag march turned violent as reports of vandalism and stone pelting emerged from Shillong. At least 31 vehicles were attacked. At least 2 government vehicles were set ablaze during the rally. Several people were also reportedly injured and assaulted in the march. Assam registered vehicles were also targeted. 2 statues of Swami Vivekanand and Subhash Chandra Bose were also vandalized. Khasi Students Union's president, vice president and general secretary were arrested and they were sent to judicial custody. 15 FIRs have been registered against the miscreants so far. A special investigation team has also been formed. 5 masked individuals have been identified. On August 24, KSU Assistant Organizing Secretary was also arrested.
31 government and private vehicles have been damaged. 16 confirmed reports of assault of individuals have taken place. 2 statues of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and Swami Vivekanand have been vandalized, and simultaneously 2 vehicles. One is a government vehicle and one is a private vehicle bearing registration from outside. They have been torched and arsoned.
These arrests came hours after the KSU leaders addressed a press briefing where they denied that members of the organization were involved in the vandalism and arson during the rally. The KSU leaders alleged that people with vested interests had sneaked into the rally with the intention of derailing the KSU's demands. Since then, CM Sangma has reached out to the KSU, inviting them for negotiations. The protesting group has said they are ready to talk but claim that the state government has ignored their demands. The KSU's 5-point charter, their demands include cancellation of a proposed mining project. They claim that a public hearing held on 31st July was stage managed by the state government and the company. The KSU's other demands seem to be fairly leaning towards protectionism, sparking a debate within Meghalaya itself. So what really happened that raised temperature in India's northeast state? The violence had also disrupted the traffic after Assam cab operators blocked National Highway 6, which is also the main entry point to Meghalaya. Traffic to Meghalaya was blocked by commercial vehicle operators in Jorabad and Khanapara. Interstate travelers had to change their vehicles to enter the state, while goods carrying heavy vehicles like trucks remained stuck on both sides. However, the protesters also underlined that vehicles with essential services are not being stopped. As the deadline continued, the Assam Control Room had received 54 distress calls involving 175 people seeking help in evacuation. This included 22 private vehicles as well. At the same time, Meghalaya received 379 distress calls.
नेता का जो प्रेसिडेंट है, हम लोग का सीएम है हेमंत बिश्व शर्मा, उन्होंने खुद बोला है कि शांति बनाए रखनी चाहिए। अब देखिए अभी शांति सिर्फ हम लोगों की तरफ से होगा क्या? हम लोग मतलब ढूल है, कोई भी किसी से भी आके कहीं से भी आके हम लोग को बजा के चले जाते हैं। उन लोगों ने ऐसा काम कर रहा है और जो हम लोग का गवर्नमेंट है, गवर्नमेंट पूरी तरह फेल है। मेघालय की गवर्नमेंट हो या आसाम की गवर्नमेंट हो, पूरी तरह फेल है।
स्टूडेंट यूनियन प्रोटेस्ट कीजिए अपना सरकार के खिलाफ, हम लोग को बोलने वाला कुछ नहीं है, लेकिन प्रोटेस्ट के नाम में जो आसाम गाड़ी को टारगेट करके, आसाम का आदमी को जो टारगेट करके वहां में पीटा गया, गाड़ी तोड़ा गया, अभी भी सुबह तक गाड़ी तोड़ के भेज रहा है ये, लेकिन हम लोग समर्थन नहीं करते हैं।
यही मुद्दा है कि मेघालय क्या जो मतलब वाणिज्यिक वाहन है, जो मतलब उन लोग का मतलब चावल का गाड़ी, तेल का गाड़ी, गैस का गाड़ी संपूर्ण रूप से अभी बंद कर दिया है हम लोगों ने। और जब तक उन लोग का सरकार माफी नहीं मांगेगा तब तक ये मतलब प्रोटेस्ट चलता रहेगा। और कोई भी गाड़ी, उन लोग का गाड़ी कैब हो, उन लोग का कॉमर्शियल गाड़ी हो या प्राइवेट गाड़ी हो, मेघालय के अंदर जाने नहीं देंगे।
देखिए तोड़ेगा वो लोग, बनाएगा हम लोग, ये कुछ होता है क्या बात? अरे आप लोग तोड़ा है तो आप लोग का जगह में टूटा है, जो भी है पेशेंट को, आदमी लोग को जो चोट पड़ा है, ये सब आपको मेघालय गवर्नमेंट को भरपाई करना पड़ेगा, ये हम लोग का मेन दाबी है।
A day after the violence, Meghalaya CM Conrad Sangma spoke to his Assam counterpart Himanta Biswa Sarma. The National People's Party leader called the violence unfortunate, and the two chief ministers agreed to work together to normalize the situation. Sangma informed that designated cabinet ministers from both the states will also explore ways to restore peace, trust and normalcy. Responding to the Meghalaya CM, Himanta highlighted the relations the two states have shared. The BJP leader said, and I quote, "Assam and Meghalaya are sister states, bound by deep historical, cultural and people-to-people ties. Mutual respect, restraint and sensitivity must guide us at all times. We must do everything within our power to preserve the harmony, friendship and goodwill that have long defined the relationship between our people." Following the exchange between the two leaders, representatives of the two states met in the capital city of Meghalaya. From Meghalaya, the meeting was attended by Deputy Chief Minister S. Dhar, while Minister Atul Bora represented the Assam government. In a joint statement, the Meghalaya government expressed regret over the targeted attacks on Assam residents and assured the safety of travellers after the ministerial level meeting.
Yes, government of Meghalaya has sincerely regretted the unfortunate incidents of 19 August 2026 in Shillong and are sure to take strong actions against those who are involved. Arrest of the KSU leaders. The government of Meghalaya apprised the meeting that the President, the Vice President, the General Secretary of the Khasi Students Union have been arrested by invoking the Meghalaya Maintenance of Public Order Acts. 3. FIR registered. The government of Meghalaya informed that 15 FIR have been registered so far in connection with the incidents of 19 August 2026.
Yes, as you are aware that there was some violence in the last 3 days in Shillong, which then had impact in the border areas. And Honorable Chief Minister Assam and myself, we had a talk and we decided that we must work together to restore peace, and whatever steps need to be taken to find a resolution, we should explore all the options, and that is why two cabinet ministers, one from Assam and one from Meghalaya, have been assigned.
As tensions eased, more than 3,000 Assam registered vehicles have already been safely escorted out of Meghalaya into Assam. An online support forum has also been activated to assist those stranded, and a helpline number has also been released. Meanwhile, the pace of the investigation has also raised alarm. The Meghalaya High Court on August 24 highlighted that apart from the arrest of a few office bearers, no further arrests have been made in the case. Submitting the status report, the government told the High Court that an SIT has already been set up and the investigation is underway. The court took particular note of the fact that two vehicles of the Meghalaya High Court in which officers were present were also attacked during the incident. A PSO and a driver were among those assaulted. Court has sought a fresh status report on September 1 when the matter is listed for the next hearing.